So I wanted to do something a little bit different today. So I'm on the street bike. We want to talk about our simple USB. This is something that can be added to any motorcycle. Really small profile, comes with a rain cap. You get 2.1 amps of charging power. It comes with a 3.3 foot harness. It's very easy to install, everything's pre-terminated. This harness and this are wired in a way where you do not have to swap battery leads when you charge with a smart charger. So anytime you're done with this, you can remove it, unplug it, it can stay where it's at on the motorcycle, and you can plug the harness directly into a battery minder, and it makes life so much more simple in the winter. So I have one of these on every bike, and I just bounce from bike to bike to bike with my battery minder all winter long when I'm not riding. So look into this. This is a great little solution. It's tiny, fits in the palm of your hand, but it can be mounted anywhere you want it to go. It's got 3M VHB tape on the bottom, so it's not going anywhere. We also make a handlebar mount option, and then there are upgraded options for more power output. So it'll be 3 USBs at 3 amps each. Those are a little bit bigger, but we do make 2 handlebar mounts for those and a flat mount just like this one. But let's take a quick look at how this is wired on this bike so we can get an idea of how simple it is to install. So the very first thing you want to think about is, where am I going to put it? Where do I want my power to be? On this particular motorcycle, I've installed it underneath this windscreen right here. This is going to help me determine where I want to route the cable. So since I'm here, I follow the factory harness back to the battery. But we're going to start at the battery, and we're just going to loosely install everything and see how much cable we need. So on the FZ09, the battery compartment is underneath the seat, and you'll need a key to access it. You can follow these general steps for any motorcycle. Here's the battery. So you can see I've got my cable tucked underneath here, and I just ran it out the front this direction. Here's the fuses. And there's the negative. I just took that extra slat, made a service loop, and ran it up together. Now for the rest of it, we moved from the battery, which is up here. I moved behind the frame, out of the battery box. I found the main harness, and I just started zip tying to the main harness all the way up. But we don't want to zip tie just yet because we don't want to put ourselves in a corner. So run it as close as you can to whatever main harness or frame member you decide to follow. This one was a little tough because there's very limited access behind this frame. It's very big, so I had to use some extra tools to do that. But on a dirt bike, super simple. So I just followed the main harness up here, up and over the engine, and then up the front of the motorcycle. From there, I was able to locate the main harness coming out of the front of the bike onto the triple clamp, and then you can see I ended my cable right there, and it came out pretty clean. So I didn't tie anything else up in here. I didn't need to, so that cable can be pulled out and laid out so that we can stick it to a charger if we have a tough time reaching a charging plug. I hope you enjoyed today's little video on the Simple USB by 3D Concepts Moto. Really easy installation, anybody can do it. So check them out at www.3dcmoto.com and stay safe out there.